The greatest deception of your upbringing was the promise of a fair exchange. You were raised on the implicit contract that if you were patient, polite, and accommodating, the world would eventually balance the books in your favor. But as you look at your current standing, perhaps overlooked for the promotion, taken for granted by a partner, or treated as an optional guest by your own friends, you are beginning to suspect the uncomfortable truth. The books never balance themselves. Here is the cold reality that Machiavelli understood 5 centuries ago. Kindness is not a moral absolute. It is a market currency. And like any currency, it is subject to the brutal laws of economics. If you print too much money, the value collapses. If you supply too much kindness with zero friction and zero cost, you trigger hyperinflation. You aren't being good. You are making yourself cheap. Consider the dynamic in a standard European office. Let's look at a man we'll call Julian. Julian is the first to arrive and the last to leave. When a colleague misses a deadline, Julian quietly fixes the slide deck to avoid a conflict. When the boss asks for a volunteer on a Friday afternoon, Julian's hand goes up before the sentence is finished. He believes he is purchasing security. He believes he is building a reservoir of goodwill that he can draw upon later. But in the minds of his peers, Julian is not an asset. He is infrastructure. You do not thank the floor for holding you up. You simply walk on it. By removing all friction from his interactions, Julian has removed his value. He has become a constant in an equation that only values variables. When budget cuts come, or when a high-stakes project needs a leader, Julian is rarely chosen. Why? Because management knows he will be there regardless of how he is treated. He is a commodity, and commodities are always traded at the lowest possible price. This is the economic error. You assume that your generosity is being deposited into a savings account of reputation. In reality, it is being viewed as a free sample. And nobody respects the free sample. They consume it, wipe their hands, and move on to the main course, which they are more than happy to pay for. The mistake is not in being kind. The mistake is in the liquidity of your kindness. You have flooded the market. When your yes is automatic, your no becomes unimaginable. You have trained the people around you to view your assistance not as a gift to be cherished, but as a utility to be expected. And when a utility fails, when the lights go out or the water stops running, the reaction is not concern, it is irritation. Practical tool: the inflation audit. To correct this, you must first assess the current market value of your time. For the next 48 hours, track every time you say yes to a request, whether it's a social invite, a work favor, or a family obligation. Next to each yes, write down what you received in return. If the column on the right is empty or filled only with a vague feeling of being nice, you are operating at a deficit. You are suffering from social inflation, but economics is only half the picture. There is a deeper, darker reason why your benevolence is repelling respect. It isn't just that you are giving too much away. It's that your behavior triggers a primitive, biological warning signal in the brains of others. You think you are signaling virtue, but to the reptilian brain, you are signaling something far more dangerous to your status. Deep within the wiring of the human mind, there is a mechanism that predates language, culture, and politeness. It is a biological scanner that constantly asks one question about every person you meet. Is this person a threat, an asset, or background noise? When you prioritize being safe, when you are agreeable, harmless, and eternally accommodating, you inadvertently categorize yourself as background noise. In the brutal calculus of evolution, safe is synonymous with disposable. If you have no teeth, you cannot hunt, and you cannot defend. Therefore, you do not need to be reckoned with. You only need to be managed. This is why the nice guy in the social circle is often the last to be heard, and the first to be interrupted. It is not because his friends are inherently cruel. It is because his behavior has failed to trigger the respect reflex. Humans are wired to test boundaries. We push against others to see what they are made of, much like you might kick the tires of a car before buying it. When someone pushes you, perhaps with a teasing remark, an unreasonable request, or a disrespectful tone, and you respond with a smile or a passive acceptance, you have not proven your virtue. You have proven your structural instability. Machiavelli famously argued that it is much safer to be feared than loved. This is often misinterpreted as a call for tyranny, but in a modern social context, fear is simply the awareness of consequence. It is the understanding that you have a line, and crossing it will result in a loss of access to you. Love is held together by a chain of obligation, which breaks easily when it is no longer convenient. Fear, or rather, respect, is held together by the dread of punishment. And the punishment you must wield is not violence. It is the withdrawal of your presence. Consider the dynamic of the safety net partner in a relationship. This person believes that by being the calm harbor, they will earn eternal loyalty. They tolerate the canceled dates, the vague commitment, and the unequal effort, thinking their patience is a sign of maturity. But to the other person, this lack of friction kills desire. Desire requires a gap, a challenge, a question mark. By removing all uncertainty, the safety net removes all value. You have become a comfortable pair of slippers, useful, reliable, and completely unexciting. You are kept in the closet until you are needed, and you are never worn out in public. You must understand that a boundary that falls over the moment it is touched is not a boundary. It is a suggestion. And suggestions are ignored by people seeking power. When you smile through a subtle insult in a meeting, you are signaling to the room that your status is flexible downward. You are authorizing them to climb by stepping on you. Practical tool, the capacity for friction. You need to reintroduce friction into your social identity immediately. This does not mean starting fights. It means becoming solid. For the next week, practice the pause and audit. When someone asks you for something, a favor, a time change, an opinion, do not answer immediately. Take 3 full seconds. Look at them. Let the silence hang. Then, give your answer. If the answer is no, do not offer an excuse. Simply say, "That won't work for me." If someone interrupts you, do not stop talking. Continue at the same volume, maintaining eye contact until they stop. You will feel a spike of adrenaline when you do this. Your brain will scream that you are being rude. Ignore it. That feeling is not rudeness. It is the feeling of taking up space you have previously vacated. You are training the world to realize that you are not made of air, but of solid matter. However, even if you grasp this intellectual shift, your body is likely betraying you before you even open your mouth. You are leaking submission through a dozen tiny cracks in your demeanor that you don't even know exist. You are broadcasting submission without speaking a single word. Even if you intellectually understand that you need to be firmer, your physical and digital behaviors are likely sabotaging you before you reach the negotiation table. You are leaking power through micro behaviors that you have been conditioned to interpret as polite interest, but which the world reads as desperate need. The most common leak is the bobblehead effect. Observe yourself in your next conversation. When a high-status person is speaking, do you nod continuously? Do you make affirmative noises? Yeah, exactly. Every few seconds. You think you are showing active listening. You think you are building rapport. In reality, you are signaling that your agreement is cheap. A person who nods at everything is perceived to have no critical filter. If you agree with everything, your agreement means nothing. High-status individuals, whether in a boardroom in Zurich or a cafe in Milan, do not nod reflexively. They listen with a still head. They process. They withhold their reaction until the full point is made. Their stillness draws the speaker in, forcing them to work harder for the validation. Your excessive movement does the opposite. It floods the speaker with validation they haven't earned, causing them to subconsciously value you less. This leak extends to your digital life. Consider the reciprocity trap. This is the fatal belief that social interaction works like a vending machine. If you insert enough coins of attention, validation, and promptness, the other person is obligated to dispense the same in return. You see this clearly in the time gap asymmetry. You have a friend or a potential partner who routinely takes 6 hours to reply to your messages. Yet, when their name finally pops up on your screen, you reply within 3 minutes. You tell yourself you are just being efficient or attentive, but look at the data. You are trading a premium resource, instant access, for a discounted one, delayed attention. You are teaching them that your time has zero opportunity cost. You are waiting. They are living. Let's look at a common scenario. The over-listener. You find yourself at a social mixer, trapped in a conversation with someone who is venting about their job or their ex. You are bored, you are drained, and you have work to do. But you stay. You ask follow-up questions. You offer sympathy. Why? Because you are terrified that if you excuse yourself, you will be seen as rude. You are paying a tax on your own energy to protect the feelings of someone who is using you as an emotional dumpster. You believe you are being a good friend. But notice what happens next. When you finally try to share your own struggle, they check their watch. They interrupt. They pivot back to themselves. The vending machine is broken, yet you keep feeding it coins. Practical tool. The resentment radar. You cannot fix these leaks until you can feel them happening in real time. For the next 3 days, use your own emotions as a warning system. Specifically, look for resentment. Resentment is not a sign that the world is mean. It is a signal that you have allowed a boundary to be crossed. If you feel resentful after sending a long text and getting a one-word reply, you overinvested. If you feel resentful after listening to a colleague for 20 minutes, you failed to exit. If you feel resentful paying for a round of drinks, you are buying approval, not celebrating. When the radar pings, do not blame the other person. Stop the leak. You now see the economic error, the biological signal, and the behavioral leaks. You understand the diagnosis. Now we must execute the cure. This requires a maneuver that feels dangerous because it goes against every instinct you have to fix things. You are not going to fix the connection. You are going to sever it, temporarily and strategically. The solution to this deficit is not to demand respect. You cannot negotiate desire, and you cannot argue someone into valuing you. The only move left is the strategic withdrawal. This is where most men fail because they confuse withdrawal with ghosting. Ghosting is an act of cowardice. It is running away because you lack the vocabulary to close a door. Withdrawal is different. Withdrawal is an act of recalibration. It is the deliberate removal of your attention from a bad investment so that it can be placed elsewhere. It is not done to punish the other person. It is done to protect your own supply. To execute this, you must understand the concept of the cost of entry. Right now, the cost of entering your life is zero. In fact, it might be negative. You are paying people to be there with your overeagerness. You need to raise the price. Let's examine a classic scenario. The Friday flake. You have plans with a friend or a potential partner. An hour before you meet, they text you. "So sorry, something came up." Rain check? The old you, the one operating on the economic error, replies instantly, "No worries. Totally understand. Let me know when you're free next week." You have just rewarded their unreliability. You have signaled that your Friday night was empty without them, and that you are willing to keep your schedule open indefinitely for their convenience. The Machiavellian pivot looks different. You see the text. You do not reply for 2 hours. You are not playing games. You are busy living the life of a man who has options. When you finally reply, you send a message that is polite, brief, and final. You say, "Thanks for the heads up." That is it. You do not offer a new time. You do not ask what happened. You do not say, "No worries," because it is a worry. It is an inconvenience. You simply acknowledge the data and close the channel. Notice the shift in dynamic. By refusing to chase the reschedule, you have placed the ball entirely in their court. You have introduced uncertainty. Are you angry? Are you busy? Did you go out with someone else? The human mind hates an open loop. By removing your predictable nice guy safety net, you force them to wonder about you. And in the laws of attraction and power, wondering is the first step to obsessing. This is the velvet dagger approach. The velvet is your politeness. You were not rude. The dagger is your absence. You are now gone. You are warm, but you are immovable. You have seen this play out in your own life. Think of the person who suddenly pulled away from you. Maybe they got a new job or a new relationship, and they stopped texting you back instantly. Did you think less of them? No. You suddenly wanted their attention more. You felt the vacuum of their absence, and you instinctively tried to fill it. Scarcity breeds value. It is the oldest law of human nature, yet you refuse to apply it to yourself. Practical tool. The calendar block. You cannot fake this unavailability. People can smell the difference between a man pretending to be busy and a man who is actually occupied. You must manufacture genuine scarcity. Open your calendar right now. Look at your evenings for the next 2 weeks. If they are blank, you are vulnerable. Block out 3 evenings a week as unavailable. This is not time to sit on the sofa and scroll. This is a meeting with yourself. Go to the gym, read a complex book, work on a side project, or simply turn your phone off and sit in silence. When someone asks to see you on those nights, you do not have to lie. You simply say, "I have a commitment then. I can do Thursday instead." You will be shocked at how quickly people adjust to your schedule when they realize your schedule exists. However, you cannot remain silent forever. Eventually, you must engage, negotiate, and speak. And when you do, there is a specific vocabulary of weakness that you are likely using. Words that instantly lower your status before you even finish your sentence. There is a single word currently rotting your authority from the inside out. It is a small, 4-letter parasite that you likely use a dozen times a day without noticing. That word is just. I just wanted to check in. I just think that maybe, I'm just wondering if you have a minute. Every time you use this word, you are performing a subconscious apology. You are signaling to the listener that you know you are an intrusion, that your thoughts are a burden, and that you are trying to minimize the space you occupy. A sovereign man does not just check in, he checks in. He does not just think, he thinks. Remove this word from your emails and your speech, and watch how the tone of your interactions instantly hardens. But the vocabulary of weakness goes deeper than a single word. It is rooted in a behavioral reflex known in negotiation psychology as JADE. Justify, argue, defend, explain. When you decline a request, whether it is an invitation to a dinner you don't want to attend, or a demand for unpaid overtime, you likely feel a compulsive need to offer a reason. You say, "I can't come because I have to wake up early tomorrow," or "I can't take that shift because I already made plans with my girlfriend." You believe you are being polite. You believe you are softening the blow. In reality, you are handing the other person a lever to pry your boundary open. When you give a reason, you are submitting your decision to their court of appeals. You are essentially asking, is this excuse valid enough for you to let me go? If you say you can't work late because of a dinner reservation, a pushy boss now has a problem to solve. Don't worry, we'll order food here. Your excuse has been dismantled. But if you simply say, I have a commitment, there is no handle for them to grab. The content of the commitment is irrelevant. The fact of your refusal is the only thing that matters. Machiavelli understood that authority thrives in ambiguity. The less you reveal about your motivations, the more power you retain. When you explain yourself, you deplete your mystery. You become a transparent vessel, easily read and easily manipulated. Consider a scenario where a colleague tries to dump their workload on you. They ask, "Can you handle this report?" "I'm totally swamped." The old you would panic and say, "I'd love to help, but I'm actually really busy with the Q3 projections right now, and I promised I'd get them done by 5. You sound frantic. You sound like you are begging for their understanding. The new you, the one who understands the value of silence, looks at them calmly. You pause. You do not smile. You say, "I can't take that on right now." Then, you do the hardest thing in the world. You shut your mouth. There will be an awkward silence. It will feel heavy. Your instinct will be to fill it with a nervous laugh or a "maybe next time." Do not. That silence is the cement drying. That silence is where the respect is generated. You are forcing them to sit with your no without providing them a cushion of comfort. Practical tool. The 3-second pause. Your mouth is faster than your brain, and that speed is getting you into trouble. For the next week, enforce a strict physical rule. The 3-second pause. When someone asks you a question that requires a commitment, do not answer immediately. Count to 3 in your head. 1, 2, 3. This does 2 things. First, it kills the people-pleasing reflex that screams, "Yes," before you've considered the cost. Second, it signals to the other person that your time is under your command, not theirs. A pause creates weight. It makes your answer, whether yes or no, feel like a verdict rather than a reaction. You are now speaking with weight. You are moving with scarcity. You have stopped the leaks. But there is one final internal shift that must happen. You must integrate the part of you that you have been hiding, the part that isn't nice at all. We arrive now at the final and most difficult truth. You have been avoiding conflict not because you are moral, but because you are afraid. You have convinced yourself that your inability to be disagreeable is a sign of superior ethics. It is not. It is a lack of capability. There is a profound difference between a warrior who keeps his sword sheathed and a man who does not own a sword at all. The warrior chooses peace because he knows the cost of war. The unarmed man accepts peace because he has no other option. Right now, you are the unarmed man. You are harmless. And in the eyes of Machiavelli, and indeed, in the eyes of any self-respecting adult, harmlessness is not a virtue. It is a vulnerability. This is the integration of the shadow. You cannot be truly good until you have acknowledged and integrated your capacity for bad. Until you are capable of saying no in a way that stings. Until you are capable of withdrawing your attention in a way that hurts. Your kindness is not a gift. It is a biological necessity. You are nice because you are terrified of what will happen if you stop being nice. That is not morality. That is hostage psychology. To execute the Machiavellian pivot, you must stop viewing your darker impulses, your anger, your selfishness, your desire for control, as enemies to be repressed. They are resources to be harnessed. That flash of irritation you feel when someone wastes your time, that is not a defect. That is your self-respect trying to scream at you. Listen to it. Use it to fuel the boundary. You are moving from the frame of the candidate to the frame of the selector. For years, you have walked into rooms, dates, interviews, parties, subconsciously asking, do they like me? Do I qualify? This is the mindset of a child seeking a parent. The sovereign man walks into the room and asks, do I like them? Do they qualify for the limited time I have left on this earth? The moment you flip this internal switch, the atmosphere around you changes. You stop auditioning for the role of friend or partner. You become the casting director. And the casting director never chases the actors. Here is your execution order for the next 24 hours. Do not just read this, implement it. You have spent a lifetime building a cage out of your own politeness. Today, you realize the door was never locked. You can walk out whenever you choose. But be warned, the moment you step out, people will tell you that you have changed. They will say you have become cold or difficult. Do not apologize. Do not explain. Simply look them in the eye, hold the silence, and let them adjust to the new exchange rate. If you are ready to stop being a background character in your own life and start wielding the quiet authority of the sovereign, subscribe to Velvet Dagger. We do not deal in motivation here. We deal in the physics of power. Be sharp, stay hidden.